What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a live post-game show of the Curfew Boys, Thursday, October 9th, 2025. The Montreal Canadiens, after a very, very unfortunate loss 24 hours ago against the hated Toronto Maple Leafs, a convincing win in Motor City, Detroit, against the Red Wings, 5-1. Thank you all for tuning in to another episode of the Curfew Boys, either on YouTube or Twitter, also known as X. If you're on either or, thank you so much. Please follow or subscribe. Click like and subscribe. It is absolutely free. Share this page with your fellow Montreal Canadian fans out there. All of our episodes are available, audio formats on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, any podcast platform out there. You can follow the Curfew Boys, like I said, on Twitter, also known as X, but we're also very active on Instagram and TikTok as well. I am Sammy. I got Zook and my cousin Chris with me.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Chris is in a very, very different setting than usual.
It's not cousin Chris, it's Chalet Chris. So I got the fake fireplace going until the real one gets installed over there on the other side of the room.
I'm picturing the symphony music behind you.
I got much better music. It's Bleu Blanc Rouge. After that game,
if we didn't have any copyrights issues, I'd be blasting that song right now. Bleu Blanc Rouge.
I like how you rasp. I like how you rasp it out there, Sammy.
So dude, you have to if you don't Nickelback that shit or Metallica.
Yes,
I mean, you got to come, or Creed, any one of those three. you just have to, because I mean, why not? It just makes everything sound a lot more cool, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. But anyways, let's get this show started. This episode is sponsored by Haps Cave. Let's start with Haps Cave, our boy Sunil. You all know him by now, but he's such an amazing person. The best content regarding Montreal Canadiens memorabilia. If you guys seen his page, you'll know that he's got the best man cave for all Habs fans out there. Follow Sunil at Habs Cave. He's a great person, great member of the Montreal Canadiens community. You can follow him on Instagram and TikTok. And last but not least, this episode is also sponsored by Mike's Barbecue Rub. My buddy Mike in RDP, who creates his own barbecue spices for anything such as meat, vegetable, fish. If it could go on the barbecue, you definitely need to try Mike's Barbecue Rub. He also uses his seasoning to season his kettle chips, which are absolutely amazing. I just got my box. The boys got their shipment of chips coming soon, guys. I got them for you. Don't worry. But yeah, give our boy Mike a shout out. Mike's Barbecue Rub. You can follow him on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. You could also visit his website, mikesbarbecuerub.com, for more information. And last but not least, folks, don't forget to rub your meats. So yeah, gentlemen, how are we feeling tonight after the first win of the season, the first win of the 2025-26 NHL season, 24 hours after a very unfortunate loss against our rivals, the Toronto Maple Leafs, but we pick up 2 big points against another division rival, the Detroit Red Wings. And in all honesty, I knew the boys were going to come out strong. It was a bit of a slower start tonight against the Red Wings versus compared to the game against the Toronto Maple Leafs. But man, what can we say about Emil Heineman and newcomer Zachary Bolduc? Like they're
Emil Heineman or Oliver Kapanen?
What did I say?
Heineman. We traded
Emil Heineman. You literally said Emil Heineman.
I knew what you were saying, though, Sammy.
One finish for another. I completely. Yeah, and too bad I can't edit that. This is a blooper live.
No,
this is a blooper live.
Listen,
a live blooper right over here. No, Oliver Kapanen, Oliver Kapanen and Zachary Bolduc making a statement in game 1 and 2 of the season.
I'm not surprised, Sammy, and we saw this in the preseason and quite frankly during the summer with the activity that the young kids were doing to prepare for this season, and it shows that it's paying off, right? Doesn't look one bit that Kapanen, he's only 22?
Yeah.
He looks like he's been playing in the NHL for 4 years.
Well, remember when we said during the rookie showcase how him and Demi, first of all,
this level,
chemistry between those two is fantastic.
The passing, did you see this passing?
I don't think absolutely. I don't think anybody really expected those two to get chemistry.
Correct.
From those games, even when they had Fleury and Jackeye. But I always said there was something about, and I know I was a bit more not rooting for Owen Beck, but I guess it was coming down to who was going to take that centerman spot. It came down between Owen Beck and Oliver Kapanen. And as the training camp continued to go, like you saw Oliver Kapanen's game become a lot more. He looked physically mature for the NHL.
That's what it is.
He's showing it. He's not even skipping a beat.
Look, Beck had a good camp as well, but like you said, Kapanen's game was a lot more mature overall, globally speaking. So that's it's only normal that he would be the one making the cut. But I think Beck's going to be in the Canadiens sooner than later.
Sure, I mean,
I'm not worried about
Beck,
that.
It's okay if Beck's in Laval. It's
not
a bad thing at all.
Get the reps in, right?
But Zachary Bolduc.
What did I say this summer? Or what did we say this summer?
What did Jeff Molson say this summer? Anthony and I met him. He legitimately said, "I think we have something really special coming in Zach Bolduc." So
yes,
the owner of the Montreal Canadiens knew best. He was the first to call it, and stand by that.
He was Patrick Roy's best player in that run of the Memorial Cup, right? It was Memorial Cup.
I believe so. Yeah. With the Quebec,
he had 107 points or something to that.
I think he had like 50 goals. So.
Yeah. So
can we also take a moment after two games? There is something that is so evident about this Montreal Canadiens team. How fast are these guys? They are so frustrating to play against. Yeah. You look at the defensive pairings, even I don't know how the criticisms were that bad, but you look at Mike Matheson and Noah Dobson, fantastic pair. The offensive lines, I think, look just absolutely, but great. But all that's to say is the guys look so quick. The execution is so damn quick. They're flying. Even against the Maple Leafs, they made the Maple Leafs look average in terms of speed.
So I don't know which feed you watched the game on, but this is the first year that I've actually paid to watch the Montreal Canadiens. TSN. Unfortunately, it's not RDS, but it's TSN.
Is that the cops knocking at your door?
Soon, yes. And we all know why. But I'm going to say something. There's something for the first time that I agreed with TSN here. They said, we all know what the Canadiens concept is going to be.
I love this comment from Joey Chestnut.
But
I'm going to go get the papers. Sorry.
TSN said, no, sorry, it's all good, man. TSN said one thing that I was like, this is like exactly what I was thinking and what we, the fan base, really saw them build. Basically, the Habs philosophy will be skating the opponents down to the bone. And we're seeing this, like Chris just said, it's balance from line 1 to 4. Skating, cycling, puck management. It's the first time I see that in a long time.
You know what this reminds me of a little bit? Call me crazy, but obviously the line of Suzuki, Slafkovsky, Caulfield is the number one line. But then after that, it's like, well, hold on a sec. So do you remember in 2008 when Guy Carbonneau was like, I don't have a first line, a second line, or a third line, or a fourth line? He's like, I have a Koivu line, a Plekanec line, a Higgins line, and a Lapierre line.
When he lost it, yes.
No, not even when he lost it. It's like, it's just because everything was working. And that year, the Canadiens, I think, were first in the East. Or if they weren't, they were definitely first on the power play. I remember 2008. We kind of, and I get it, it's only 2 games in, but there's these last 24 hours, we're seeing something a little bit more like Chris said. The executions, guys, for them to wear teams down, all those executions, if you notice a lot of these goals, where did they all get created from? It was all the neutral zone. It was all neutral zone.
Quick counterattack.
But like, it was just neutral zone tic-tac-toe plays.
Right.
Like the Gallagher play.
Demidov from the back of the neutral zone, arguably defensive zone. Beautiful stretch pass.
One of the best passes, yeah.
That was fantastic.
But even against Toronto.
the Mike Mike Matheson too to Gallagher, and Gallagher that one touch pass to Budzik down the middle into the offensive zone. Like that was absolutely beautiful. That was beautiful. It's though even if those two goals happen, they're still winning the game. They're still winning the game. But it was awesome to see. They controlled a good part of the neutral zone.
Can I say something, Sammy?
Yeah.
I'm really liking the way Newhook's playing.
You know what I think? I think Marty. I think the the Marty effect that was on Josh Anderson last season, giving you a role. This is going to be your role, and it kind of sparked him, and he bought in.
Yep.
I think the same thing is happening to Newhook, but I also think too. I think he's extra motivated to have two younger players on his line that are faster, that are a little bit more. I think Oliver Kapanen has a little bit more of that 200-foot game. So you know what I mean? I think it's just motivating him. It's driving him a bit more. And again, it's only 2 games, but it's so far, dude. I love how you mentioned Newhook, because I had that thought too. I think he's found a new motivation, maybe somewhat of a new purpose, maybe less responsibility at center because of Oliver Kapanen. No, he looked the 3 of them look great. These lines are all based on chemistry, if you really think about it. If you really think about it.
Sorry for screaming out there was a mouse, but that's the reality of being in the Uber countryside. I literally saw just a little mouse.
You should bring your cats.
It's a 50-year-old cottage. But on that note, Sam, talking about Newhook, and I would say I'm going to say something. Again, this is going to sound like an overwhelming, over the top Demidov fan, but I think the standout thing is there's so many players that are converging on Demidov. Demidov has been making absolutely great passes, and between Newhook and Kapanen, they both look. I don't want to insult Demidov, but I think they both look a little bit faster than Demidov. Evidently, Newhook, I mean, that's a given. But all that to say is he's taking players away. You have maybe one defenseman, maybe even one forward who are converging on Demidov. He's buying time. He's sending up the pass, and they're getting all sorts of odd man rushes because of that. I hate to say it, but Laine and arguably at this point in time, Doc couldn't do that. It's like the speed at which those guys can follow through with Demidov's vision, I swear to God, it's making all the difference.
I think Laine's just put it in. Somebody's here asking, what did you think of, Riley's asking, what did you think of a Laine performance this game as well as his place on the team? I mean, look, it's only game 2. So much can change.
Can I say something?
It's, yeah, go for it.
It feels, look, and I have nothing, for everybody that's listened to this to our show knows that I don't dislike Laine. If it wasn't for him last year, we wouldn't make the playoffs. However, I'm going to say this now that we have this team assembled the way it is now, it feels as if he's the only player that seems out of place. Meaning, every player, within the system or the game, Marty's coaching system, if you will, they move their feet a certain way, which is constantly moving, whereas he's not that.
He's got to move a bit more.
That's not his style, I think. You know what I'm saying? He's one of those players that came into the league right at the cusp of the game changing to what it is now. And I don't think he has what it takes to be to fit into what Marty wants to do with the team. I'm not saying he won't score 20 goals. He will score 20, 25 goals, but he's not going to be that player that people think, was going to rush the net. He's not going to be that. No. He never was, and he's not going to be like that.
No, so, you got to feed him. You got to find him feeding the puck, and
that's it. He's got a wire. People will complain that he's slow. That's what it is.
But also, tonight, the second power play wave didn't really have much ice time.
No,
if you really think about it, it was that first power play unit of Suzuki, Slav, Cole, Budzik, and Hudson. They took a lot of power play minutes tonight, so it's tough for him to really get a feel for that. And him being on the fourth line, it's I mean, it's not that he's playing with bad players. Is that a fit for him? I'm not sure. I don't think so, especially not at that contract. But anyways, no, it's like I said, we got to wait and see. I'm happy that Slavkovsky scored on the power play. I think that's gonna feel good for him big time. And you know what? I thought he was a beast tonight. I thought Slavkovsky did a lot of little things to give guys the time and space for Suzuki and Cole with that puck, but he forechecked a lot. He stopped a lot of passes. He stopped like passes. His forechecking is getting better and better, and you could tell the physical maturity is finally arriving in his game.
On, we need it.
His like there were several times where he was reaching out and still had more strength to keep the puck. Like you said, those puck battles, the stick lifting, and retrieving the puck. And like there were multiple times where the puck was going by him, and he had 1 to 2 guys to fight off, and he came out ahead. The only thing that I would say about Slavkovsky, and he did it once very well in this game, he absolutely flattened Moritz Seider.
I know. That was a big hit. That was a big hit.
There was an analogy that was made. I don't know who it was in the hockey world who said it, but everybody wants to compare Slavkovsky to the Tkachuk brothers, and sadly,
not gonna happen.
I do not think that's going to happen. But I do think that Matthew Knies is a very similar fit, and in that regard, Matthew Knies is a guy who finishes his checks a lot more. I don't want to throw any flowers to Matthew Knies, but I think I do owe him that much credit. If Slavkovsky can replicate that physical game that Matthew Knies brings, man, he could be scary. But Sam and Zook, I couldn't agree more. Like, the power is really setting in, and Slavkovsky's winning battles not only 1-on-1, but sometimes 2-on-1.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't he win a puck battle when he was up against 2 guys in the boards? I forgot which period, which play was exactly, but you just watch him do all the little things, like just finish your checks like he did on Seider, and win those puck battles along the boards. He's giving. You can't separate that line. You can't. And I'm so happy he got that goal, because even his mission was to really start strong in the beginning of the season. He got his goal. He's got to keep going, but. Somebody mentioned too in the comments on defense, like Mike Matheson and Noah Dobson. I wasn't sure about this line combo during training camp. They've been hands down our best defensemen, both of them. So I like what I'm seeing from Noah Dobson. You could tell he still needs to adjust a little bit to the system that Marty's implementing, but I think him and Mike Matheson together, they're
it's looking great.
It's working.
It's looking good, man. It really is. But like you said, I still feel as if he's like at like 90% loading software, if you will.
Yeah.
There's still moments where I'm like, fuck, why did he do that? Or why is he not there? Like, there was one play where there was like a Detroit Red Wings rush, and like he was at the opposite side. I'm like, why is he? And it was almost like a breakaway, if you will. I'm like, and he got there slightly after the play, but I was like, Jesus, Murphy. It's like that could have gone in, and it would have been at a different game.
He took a lot of heat against the Maple Leafs for letting Austin Matthews score that empty netter. I think he still might be nursing a groin injury, but
that's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
If you looked at the advanced analytics, at least the game against Toronto, like he was the best player on the ice for the Montreal Canadiens.
Right.
Not too many people agree.
Globally. Yep.
Yeah, globally, exactly.
Of course. But even today, he went out. He went into the dressing room for a few minutes. So maybe you're right. He is nursing something.
I think so. Well, I mean,
or they're being cautious.
I'm not sure if he's fully recovered from that groin injury. Yeah, maybe he's being cautious too.
Mm-hmm. Groins are tough, man.
I'm happy Jack got an assist.
Yeah, I thought he scored.
Carrier, but that you see, but Dirk, like him too. Sometimes too, it's just crash the net, put pucks on net. You never know what could happen.
I'm liking Jack guys play, guys.
I like it too, and not only do I like it, I just don't understand why Marty has been reducing his minutes so much. I think it's actually hindering his game sometimes when he gets back on after not playing for 5-6 minutes. And that's like that to me. Look at the game. Look at the game yesterday, and look at the game today. Not as much because of the difference in the score.
Yeah, he thinks.
But
I don't know if it's a score there, Chris, but like maybe Marty's playing the game or coaching the game that presents itself, and it didn't necessarily need to overplay a Jack Eye type of thing. I know what you're saying.
Not overplay, but like last
not
night,
overplay,
go check
but
the time.
Yeah,
go check the playing times of all the defensemen.
Yeah, like 15 minutes and 37 seconds. That's perfect for him, though.
Yesterday, that was yesterday.
Oh no, I'm talking about tonight. I'm talking about against the Red Wings
tonight. Like I said, tonight was right in the zone of where he should have been playing. I'm saying last night, I wouldn't surprise me if he had less than 11 minutes.
Oh wow, okay. No, I didn't know.
I wouldn't be surprised, and that's why he was like randomly playing with Carrier, then he was playing with Hudson. Yeah. Like I don't like that. Just play him. I understand maybe a guy came from the penalty kill. That wasn't the case. He was playing a good significant portion of the game with Carrier and another significant portion with Hudson, and there was all this mishmash. It was a little strange.
He had 11 minutes yesterday, Chris.
There you go. That's the eye test. That's the Chris eye test. 11 minutes. There. Boom.
Well, look at Mike Matheson too. 20 minutes and 22 seconds. Like I'm sure.
But that's fine.
Big difference.
From more than 20 minutes.
Well, it's a big difference when you play 25, 26 minutes.
Sure.
Your ice time up there gives you more risk of messing up. That's kind of what happened last year. But right now, like he's Mike. It's a Mike master class. Like right now for
when everybody was bashing Matheson, we were saying, well, listen, it's because he's playing above his his natural threshold, if you will. Now he's in his threshold, and you see how he's playing.
Oh, because you got 4 guys now that could play 20 minutes. They could share the responsibilities between Hibb, Dobson, Hudson, and Gooley. Like all of them. Only Lane Hudson got the most, 22 minutes and 41 seconds.
Can I say this, Sammy?
Even Gooley got more seconds. Gooley got 24 extra seconds.
Wow.
Mike Matheson.
I'm going to say this, Sammy. Mike Matheson, 60 points this year.
Yeah, you think so?
I think so.
All right. Well, he's at 2. He's at 2 already.
I'm telling you.
He's on pace for 82 points right now.
Whatever. He's going to get 60 points. I'm telling you. And Dobson will be around there too, which means our D is going to be insane.
Well, no Dobson too got a point tonight.
Yeah.
His first point as a Hab.
Yeah.
Demidov an assist too. Gallagher keeps putting up points.
We're gonna have the team again like last year. I think we're top 10 in defenseman points production. I think we were like 10th in the league. Yeah, like top 10.
Possibly. Yeah, it was all Lane. Yeah, it was all Lane Hudson.
Matheson too.
Jakub Dobeš tonight, I thought was a good statement game too.
He stole some
he played well. He honestly played well. My concern for him was sometimes he could be over aggressive and he could slide a little bit too much. I really thought tonight he was in the pocket, tracked the puck well.
Yeah.
That first goal by Detroit, Dylan Larkin. Obviously, Dylan Larkin, he's
one of my favorite players.
He's a great player. The guy knows how to snipe some goals. But otherwise, I thought Jakub Dobeš was right in there. He looked calm. He looked cool. Even on the penalty kills, like he didn't look too stressed out. Nope. Jakub Dobeš tonight. A whole team effort, but Dobeš too. It's crazy how the Canadiens got outshot, but yet it doesn't feel like they got outplayed. Like not even close.
You know what? I really don't think that they got outplayed, and that's what I was saying. They're frustrating to play against. They're shutting them down with a good amount of speed, and all this to say is Jakub Dobeš. Some fans are not going to like this. I think if Jakub Dobeš plays like he did tonight, and he was in nets yesterday, I think the Canadiens win the game. I don't think Monty had the best game, and if tonight is one of the first statements that Dobeš makes in the season, this guy should be getting a lot more games.
Oh yeah,
he's really the guy since the beginning of the preseason. He legitimately
sharp.
He's let in 1 goal officially preseason and tonight included. 1 goal.
He's been sharp, Dobesh, since training camp. No, absolutely. You could tell him too. There's a lot more work that was done, and he's a lot more. I guess maturity for goaltenders is probably different from the rest of hockey players, but like you could tell he like at least this game again. It's his first game of the season. Right in the pocket, like did not look
like
he wasn't sliding like sometimes he has that habit or overly aggressive. He was right in the pocket tonight. It was perfect.
Like when he started his career in the NHL, 5 straight wins. Let's go.
That was awesome though. Like last year,
that's another reason why we made the playoffs. By the way, those 10 points.
I think so.
It's 10 points, buddy.
Hey man, your first NHL game and you beat the defending Stanley Cup champions,
dude,
before the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
That's
we were okay. Another great thing that TSN did today. Oh man, I'm liking their feeds.
Wow.
I know,
they really bought you for
I'm
real.
I'm not endorsing them, Jesus. Whatever. I barely pay, man, with all these credits I get because of my cell phones and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, I'm just saying. Yeah, they were saying, yeah, well, we all know this, but the Habs were within their division, the top team by like far, playing, I'm saying, wins against their division rivals last year. That's fantastic.
It's going to be key.
That's another thing that has to be important this year if we want to not be, not struggling, but grinding until the last game. We need to win these games against, the Red Wings, against the Bostons, the Buffaloes and the Ottawas. We need to win them.
Yep.
If not, it's going to be tough.
Oh no, the wins against your divisional opponents are
massive. You have to unmute
those 2 points are massive, massive, massive.
Yep.
Go, Chris.
What's that?
I was going to say Detroit was supposed to be a team that took a step forward this year, and you keep hearing Buffalo, maybe the least of them all. But I don't think Buffalo is going to be much of a threat, but still they're supposed to be in the same realm. Then you have Detroit and Ottawa, who are supposed to be close competition to the Canadiens.
I think Ottawa is going to be more
great.
Yeah,
I think Ottawa evidently is going to be the most similar to that of Montreal. But just to say, this was a good test. It's game 2 of the season. It's super important not to get too high or too low at this point in time. But it was a very good indication as to where the Canadiens stand. So I'd like to say for those who are claiming the Montreal Canadiens might somehow end up lower in their division than Detroit, I think early test would indicate otherwise.
Yeah, you'll never know, like how with injuries and stuff, but that applies to other teams as well.
Oh, for sure. No, if I'm looking at other scores from teams in our
division, Boston win tonight?
Boston won 4-3 against Chicago in overtime.
We're 2-0, baby.
Buffalo lost 4-0 against the Rangers. Canadians obviously 5-1 against the Red Wings. Ottawa beat Tampa 5-4.
Wow, they came back.
Florida beat Philly 2-1, and Pittsburgh beat the Islanders. So even though they're not our division, but yeah, no, these points against teams in your division, they're massive. They're massive. So, it's a great start so far of this season. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's funny. I thought about like last year, the start of the season, the home opener too was the first game of the season. The way the Canadiens won, they won 1-0. Monty was like outstanding, but then like they had like I was at the game. Yes, I was. Cole Caulfield got the only goal, and then after that, it's like everyone's there like on a high. Oh my god, they won! Blah 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 blah. And after that was just like a bad October. So I don't know. Maybe
or whatever it was.
Maybe them losing the first game against Toronto this time around is probably maybe the opposite could happen.
What I like, Sam, is that it's been consistent 2 games straight. Like even though we lost against Toronto, the way the boys came out and played was very similar. Like meaning there's a level of buy-in in the system that all players are doing, which statistically it's going to lead to a more of a consistent gameplay, which the outcomes, like Marty says, has been saying a lot this year. It's giving them a higher percentage odds of winning.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean they will. Doesn't mean they will, but it's ça donne une chance. And,
what a stupid way to lose though. Like how is it?
We're gonna win games like that too, where the other team loses a stick.
Yeah, but like how does that happen? Where Mike Masson breaks his stick, Lane Hudson tried to come back,
never
skates into I think into Matson or whoever lost his stick. It's like, how the heck does that happen? Where both your defensemen lose their stick on a back check,
and Hudson almost got him. Like he almost ran it, like he was trying to grab, and then the puck came out, and it's like fuck. Yeah,
I actually love that Lane Hudson. I'm not gonna say this is the case, but like he took responsibility, or he held himself accountable, being like, I need to be better.
Yeah,
he didn't really say the words that this loss was on me, but like, I mean, if you read between the lines, it was like, yeah, like he kind of blamed himself for how that play ended up happening and them getting the go-ahead goal. But I love seeing that from Lane, even though like he really didn't have to take responsibility. Like I just love that he did, and it's
Lane Penance signed that 8-year, $9.5 million contract.
Okay,
Penance.
Okay, all right. You just opened up a can of worm here. The discussion.
There you go.
Why is everybody panicking?
We're not.
What's the worry about Lane Hudson not being signed yet? Excuse me, Lane Hudson not being signed yet. What's? I don't feel
anxiety. It's not a worry, dude. It's just that if it goes till next year, they won't be able to sign an 8-year contract.
They have till September 16.
Yeah, they have to do it way before that. But that's the fear.
You mean October?
That to me is
September.
September. That's my fear, Sammy. If they wait and it doesn't get to that point, then they're going to get a 6-year contract, which it's still fine in my opinion, 6-year. But his salary is going to jump hard in 7. So
man, so many rumors circulating, like from different analysts saying they had an agreement. It was they had the numbers down, but it was a matter of like what's he getting in bonuses? What's he getting in this?
Bloody agents.
Kind of like Kaprizov, who signed in his in all that money he's getting, only $1 million is base salary, and the rest is all signing bonuses, right?
Yeah, like Price.
So yeah, pretty much, exactly. Yeah. So apparently they were within that realm of negotiation. Then apparently things got heated. Then it got emotional. Then they're taking a break and all that. Jeff Gordon was heated? But that's the thing. Like I don't get it. And then the last thing I heard was like, well, after Luke Hughes and who else signed the contract? Lacombe from Anaheim. After they signed their contracts, apparently it was like, like Lane Hudson's party was like, okay, well, we're gonna have to rethink about the numbers, blah 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 blah. So I don't know, guys. Jeff Gordon said on LDS,
I think it's big names. Like I think it's.
Yeah, go, Chris.
Sorry, I'm lagging over here, but I think it's big names like Darren Dreger too. One of the biggest Leafs fans coming on and spewing shit on Twitter and stuff like that to make it sound as though there's this frustration between the Lane Hudson camp and the Montreal Canadiens, like total and utter bullshit. And I think that's where the concern is coming from. Like all of a sudden, there's a threat to the likelihood of a contract being signed. Lane Hudson anywhere, but there has been some extra drama and unnecessary drama at that. And I'm not hesitant to name drop Darren Dreger because I can't stand this guy's takes at times. And again, it's not the first time that he spewed something Montreal Canadiens in a very bad light when there's no material behind it. And we're not here, again, we can call a spade a spade. The guy is an outstanding reference in the industry, does a great job, but just so happens every single time that he makes something, the Leafs might be in on this, the Leafs might be in on that. Oh, it's positive. Every time Montreal Canadiens are related, doom and gloom. catastrophe imminent. Like, I think some of the fans. You know what? I even saw it on ESPN. Like, I was watching the first broadcast. Was it between the Pens and the Rangers? And I think even them too. They were there. There was an analyst who came on and said, "Yeah, not looking so good in the Canadiens camp. Now they're distant in their discussions." What are you talking about? Like, there's no
I don't
panic
know.
here in Montreal. Just report on your own respective cities and leave Montreal out of your mouth, please and thank you. Will Smith. That
I'm gonna just listen. Jeff Gordon, like I said on LES before the game started, he was there like, guys, there's no panic. There's no worry. Lane Hudson, like, we know we know how important he is, blah, blah, blah. He's like, he didn't say these exact words. He's not going anywhere, but he's not going anywhere. He can't, nobody could give him a qualifying offer. He can't go to arbitration. Like, the Canadiens have leverage, but it's also, you're telling me this kid is not going to want to, like, be part of this culture and learn from what he's learned from the guys and from Marty too. Like, you know what I mean? If he doesn't see that Connor McDavid left money on the table to hopefully help him out, you know what I mean? Help the Edmonton Oilers out. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
I'm going to say this.
I'm not worried about Lane Hudson. Lane Hudson, right. $9 million contract for 8 years. I think he's going to take that. If
you're right, same here.
I'm not worried,
and I don't think
I'm not worried yet.
I don't think it's Lane Hudson himself who's, if there would be drama,
probably his agent who's pushing.
It's 100% the agent there, Chris.
Yeah, probably.
And
yeah,
he doesn't even want to hear this shit.
Get your dues. I want to
all
get
about
paid.
Hockey.
Well, no,
you know what I'm saying?
But
they don't want to think about that. All they want to think about is playing the game.
Sure he doesn't even know about it, dude. And anyways,
I mean, maybe, but
no, but you know what I mean. Like, dude, Lane Hudson he's part of this. What cap culture that Kent Hughes is building with the Canadiens. He knows what has to be done. He's not going to ask for an exuberant amount more than he's actually worth. He's just, like you said, Sammy. They're probably just trying to iron out the little details with bonuses and things to that effect, or tax things.
Well, there's 1,000% that, and there's tax loopholes for American players playing in Canada. Like, I'm not worried, guys. I'm really not
at all.
I don't think. I don't know why. It's Jeff Gordon said the best. It's Montreal, and we need something to talk about. But, like, it's not gonna happen. Excuse me, it's not gonna happen. Like, it's gonna happen. I mean, like, it's not gonna happen where we're gonna lose out on Lane Hudson.
Right,
you guys,
it's a non-issue.
Chill. It's a non-issue. Yeah, thank you, Chris. So, no, I hope he gets nominated for Norris Trophy, one of the best defensemen of the year again this year. I really, really, really hope. 0 points so far, though. Is that something to be worried about?
No,
not one bit.
Look, I said you guys, Suzuki was on pace for 0 points on the season, and now he's a point per game player a day later. So let's all calm down here.
Man, I hope Suzuki gets 90 points. I need to see a 90-point
definitely
player
can.
on Montreal Canadiens.
Yeah, well, I'm almost glad that he hasn't, that line isn't exploding as it was last year. Just because that means we're getting secondary scoring that we weren't getting last year, right? So we all know Suzuki and the Caulfields will be getting points.
Mm-hmm.
Now we also now know that the Bulldogs are getting points. The New Hooks, the Kapanens.
Hey, he almost got a hat trick.
Yeah, he almost got a hat trick. Absolutely, he had a ripper.
Kirby, that was a Kirby Dach play, by the way.
Dach too.
Kirby Dach had a very good. Kirby Dach had a very good third.
I want to say something quickly about Kirby Dach. Now he's still not 100% game shape, in my opinion, but man, is he coming close. And I don't have many negatives to say about his. It's only 2 games there, but in these last 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
He's been doing what he can, he's trying to, put his stick in areas that makes that make it difficult for the other, opposing players to make plays. I like that about it. And once he gets his skating up there, which I think he's very close to, by the next 3-4 games, we should be seeing the Kirby Dog of old.
I hope so.
Yeah, and he's had some looks.
You know
he's
what?
Had some goals. He almost had some goals.
But +2 tonight.
+2, yeah.
But you know what, Zook? I don't wanna fight you on this. But I think his skating is there. Funny enough, I think his skating is there. I think it's just the touches on the puck and the passing. I think that's the big thing with Kirby Dach. I mean, that's my opinion. I've actually found Dach to be skating, again, his puck handling, his passing, his reception of passes especially, that timing is a little bit off. But I think sometimes when he's made a few charges with the puck, even whether it be in the preseason or the first 2 games, honestly, he looks faster than he ever has been. I don't know,
definitely getting better.
Call me crazy, but
I really liked his third period. I thought he was skating in the third period. Like I said, it created a play that almost gave Bolduc. He was close. He created 2 scoring chances for himself. But no, in the third period, I thought he really started skating a little bit, showing good signs of puck movement into the offensive zone. Again, it's only game 2. It's gonna. I hope for Kirby Dach it takes less time than more time.
Right.
But otherwise, I mean, maybe yesterday's games against the Leafs, it was okay. Nothing. He wasn't great. He wasn't terrible either. But I thought tonight a couple of times, he looks like he's slowly getting there. And then the third period, it was like, okay, he just didn't. Not like he did anything fantastic, but like just him carrying the puck, skating, bringing it in the zone, controlling the play after that, maybe trying to find a passing opportunity or something. No, it's him too. It's going to take a bit of time with Kirby Dach. I don't think it's something physical anymore. I just really think it's all mental now. It's just getting that confidence back to where it could be or where it's supposed to be for someone like him. So, on the overall, guys, man, a fantastic win. They got to keep it going into Chicago now Saturday night. They gotta spoil a surprise again in Chicago, and I really think the boys can pull this one off. My question to you guys is, who does Marty go with? Does he go with Montembeault or does he go with Dobeš?
That's a good question.
Marty goes with Monty because Monty. I hate to say that, but
I think he's getting the Dobeš.
Look, it's too early in the season for a goalie controversy.
No, but I think we kind of know that when it comes to Dobeš and Montembeault, they could pretty much split the duties down the middle, almost maybe a bit more games to Montembeault, but I mean, I don't know. Okay, this is what I do. If I were Marty, I would give Dobeš the start in Chicago Saturday, and then you give Montembeault, no matter what the score is, you give Montembeault the start Tuesday at home against Seattle. That's what I would do.
I like that.
Okay. Well, I guess that settles it then. Before we wrap things up, boys, any last words for the evening?
That's what else? Did we say it all?
I think we touched base on everything. Like I said, to me,
when's Cole going to score? Cole's dragging his feet out there. This is unacceptable.
I've noticed.
Cole Caulfield, no goals after 2 games. Well, unacceptable.
Okay.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
No, but on some serious level, I want to see him shoot a bit more on the power play.
Yes, I agree.
I find that line is just trying to make.
I still don't like those power plays.
Yeah,
I know. That's what I was just about to say. The power plays.
I do not find like I really like Slav and Bolduc are too much of a similar players and styles and the positioning. They're yes. Look, who don't want to say this because Slav scored literally with his hockey stick intertwined with the hockey stick of Zachary Bolduc, pretty much on the power play. So people are going to say, well, what the hell is he saying? But nevertheless, I just think the power play becomes absolutely brutally lethal if you're swapping Budzik for Demidov and putting Budzik on that second line. What does that mean for the second line? Yeah, it means they're a lot less potent offensively, but there's just something that doesn't feel right having both Slav and Budzik on that first. And maybe I don't want to say to take Slav off. I just find it's more normal that you have the first line intact and you try to keep your lines intact as much as possible. But there's, I don't know. I don't like it. I think they could be better.
I just don't think you could separate Demidov and Laine, though. I don't think you can. Even though we haven't seen it yet for the regular season, and again, it's just 2 games, I still don't think you could. I can't see Marty separating those two. Like it gives that second power play unit a bit more threats by having Demidov and Laine on that. And you know what? It's not like the first power play wave is looking terrible. It's just they just need to shoot a bit more. Just don't be afraid to shoot. Stop trying to look for the perfect passing play. Just shoot. Just have Cole shoot. Find Cole. Get Cole in that spot. I'd say keep Suzuki on that right side. Let Hudson control the left. Quarterback from the left, and that's it. Just kind of go back to the way things used to work before Patrick Laine arrived, basically. And it still kind of worked for Cole and Suzuki on that, but we'll see. It's only game 2. I hope that first power play wave and even the second power play wave, I hope they do some damage Saturday against the Blackhawks. I would like to see that. I would like to see just game 3 where they really come out strong. That's my take on the power play. That's my last word of the evening. If you guys have one last thing.
I think we said it all. Yeah, I think
you said it all.
Yeah,
that's it.
Power play. Yeah, that's it.
I guess we'll call it a night. Why not? Not too long of an episode. That was good. You guys could take the rest of the night off, all of you. Awesome. Well, here we go then. On that case, we'll wrap it up. It's another episode of the Curfew Boys live post-game show again. Montreal Canadiens with a final score of 5-1 over the Detroit Red Wings. Goals from Zachary Budzik twice. Emil Heineman. No, I'm kidding. Oliver Kapanen gets a goal again. You got Slavkovsky with a goal, and who else scored? Who was the 5th one? Jesus Christ, losing my mind here. Budzik, Kapanen, Slav, and who was the 5th one? Oh my God, what's the matter with me? Too bad I can't.
Matheson.
Matheson.
Oh yeah, we talked how great Matheson was. Yeah, he got a snipe of a goal.
Yep.
It's late. Thank God we're finishing early. A big thank you to our sponsors, Habs Cave and Mike's Barbecue Rub. Please, once again, give them a shout on Instagram or TikTok. Thank you so much for tuning in. If it's on YouTube, please click like and subscribe. I promise I know my score sheet. It is absolutely free. Share this with your friends and fellow Habs fans out there. You can follow the Curfew Boys on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, anywhere else. I don't know, social media platforms, but we're there. You can listen to all of our episodes on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and any podcast platform. Guys, I really, really appreciate you doing this episode. Go Habs, go!
Let's go!
I really, really look forward to the game on Saturday against the Chicago Blackhawks. What time is it? I don't think it's a late. Game.
10:30.
7 p.m.
I think it's at 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
It's going to be loud. That I could be sure of.
And hopefully we're going to be proud. And hopefully we'll see you guys then.
Let's get it.
Until then, good night, everybody.
Bye now.
Bye now.